Hello everyone and welcome back to E2E. Today we are going to finish the factory over there. It's going to happen. We're going to get it done. I've been putting it off for too long. Let's just finish it and be done with it. Okay, another thing that I want to do though, before we start working on the factory, because that's going to be a whole big project. I did a little bit of mining off camera.
He said it!
And here's what we found. Found all this stuff and we found all of these ores. Now you may be thinking, hang on, that's kind of a lot of ores. He's cheating! Before you say that, all right, I made a scanner last time. I also completed the quest, as you can see. It is done. Also, there's a rare ores, but it gives you plus 10 level, so I'm going to wait a little bit for this. But anyways, we made a scanner, and this thing is really good because you can choose what you want to find. I put it to osmium and copper because that's what I was kind of lacking. And then you just kind of charge it up, and it shows you where all the ores are. This is the most amazing thing ever, and I really wish I made it sooner. But yeah, there we go. We got a whole bunch of these ores, and we also got some marble that I might want to use later, and a whole bunch of extra clay, redstone, blah, 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 and a whole bunch of other things as well. And I found a nuclear craft ore vein as well, so we're going to go mine that at some point. Probably not now, because we really don't need it yet. Why are we talking about all the ores that I got? It's because I need to refine them. Now, I'm thinking, my ore doubler kind of sucks. You know, it's manual, it takes forever, I'm sick of it. There are a couple other ways that I could do an ore doubler by using the macerator over there, the arc furnace I've got. Could build a couple other things. I think I can also use the purification chamber here, or maybe enrichment chamber. That will also double it. But I mean, we already have mechanism infrastructure, right? So why don't we just go and make it mechanism or a tripler? So the way that you do that is with a purification chamber. So we need to input our ore, we need to input some sort of oxygen. You can either use flint or we can just pump it in from somewhere, and that makes 3 copper clumps, which then we put into a crusher to make dirty dust, an enrichment chamber to make pulverized, and then you can smelt that in your whatever smelter you want. So that's how you get the ore tripler. Now, the thing about the purification chamber, it does require an enrichment chamber to make, which is kind of an annoying recipe, but we can do it. And yes, I also did look into the ore quadrupler here. We cannot make the chemical injection chamber because I don't even know what this is, so we're not doing that. We're going to do a tripler, and we're just going to run all of our ore through the tripler today, and then hopefully by the end of the episode, everything will be processed, and we will have a lot of ore to work with. Do I have any steel I have 1 steel casing. Enrichment chamber. Do I even have the osmium for this, or am I going to have to do a little bit of ore doubling on the osmium I mined?
Dude, Ham's harvest is the best.
Why? What'd you do?
Oh, I just saw I could make chicken wings.
Oh my god.
Chicken wing, chicken wing.
Okay, there's our osmium. Now, I think we can actually just make this. Purification chamber. Ta-da! That was easy. For this recipe, we need oxygen. Now, how do you get oxygen? You can use an electrolytic separator with water. You can use a... We're not doing these. Nope, we are going to use an electrolytic separator, or we put flint in there. But, you know, we're going to run out of flint, so let's just make the electrolytic separator. Fairly certain we can do this. Pulverized gold, osmium, and iron, more enriched alloy. And then we use it to make the electrolytic separator. Let's do it. Electrolytic separator completed. Alright, so now this thing needs power and water. Power we can run with cable and the solar panel. Water, I'm just going to use this infinite water source that I got from a quest reward. Now these are actually pretty easy to make. We just need lead casing, lead sheet metal, and a graphite block. But we're just going to use the one we have. So we need to grab our configurator. We need to configure the sides, get all the power set up, and also get the item distribution correct. I actually think I'm going to make this its own separate system. So we're going to need to get the other machines as well. And we're also going to need power upgrades. So let me just go do all that and then we'll get this set up. Okay, what do I need? Pressure, enrichment chamber, and then we may as well just use an electric smelter or energized smelter as well. So I need to get all 3 of those machines to get this ore tripler done. Oh god, please, it's going to cost so many steel cases. 16 steel plates. Wait, I have a plate presser. Can you make plates more efficiently? Oh, never mind. You can just make them easier. I don't have to melt stuff. I'm gonna use my plate presser to make steel plates. I don't even have copper ingots, dude. That's how bad this has gotten.
Officially getting a farm.
No! Creeper! Why?
What happened?
A creeper just blew up my entire storage system. Oh no, chest. My organization is gone. It's never to be seen again.
Do you not have your area lit up or something?
No. Why? Because I'm all out of money!
Okay, everything's been recovered, but golly, man. Crisis semi-averted. I managed to save everything, but my organization is now in the bin. I'd like to take this moment to thank Potato Master for doing astral sorcery while there is 4 people online. Thank you very much. Alright, well now I gotta go make a whole bunch more chests. Maybe I should take this opportunity to light up my base and make some
I'm
more
literally
chests.
torch spamming right now.
Wait a minute, this is all the more reason to do applied energistics, because then I don't have to worry about this. I can just shove everything in my system. Maybe I should just do that. Okay, well, no, we're working on this today, so let's just get some chests down and then just suffer for a little bit. Where did all of my stuff go? I had just made all the osmium and everything that I needed, and now it's just been shoved into a bunch of different chests everywhere. You know what? We're just gonna leave the chests like they are, man. It's my own fault. We're just gonna let it sit, okay? Anyways, here's our steel casings now after that, which we have 4 of, so we can make all these machines. Let's just do this, get it over with. Guess who needs more osmium? Me! Dude, I cannot wait to get this ore tripler, man. Oh, we also are going to need energy upgrades, aren't we? Because, you know, energy's kind of a problem, so let's just let's just make a stack of these. We're gonna need them. Crusher. Enrichment chamber. Energized smelter. Done. And we have an extra steel casing. Okay, we have everything we need. Minus the pipes, and we need the energy upgrades, and we need a way to power this. But hey, we did just get the quest for the energy smelter, so we can claim that. And we grab a basic energy relay crystal from Draconic Evolution. There's 4 of them. I'm pretty sure I have some of those already. I do. They don't stack.
Ooh.
Compressed redstone? I just made that because it was convenient. Oh, and also compressed diamond. Okay, let's... Loot box opening. Barbecue platter and barbecue platter. You guys want some barbecue platter? While we're waiting for the energy upgrades to get done, why don't we make a wind turbine from mechanism? Because I believe we can use this to power everything.
Wow, that's very uneventful.
Alright, now I need some of them Ender IO cables. And also, we're going to build this at sky limit, so A, it doesn't get blown up, and B, I have more wind power. Alright, we need our conductive iron ingots, and then we need a bunch of that weird goop stuff.
That's so not cool. Not a rabbit, a fire bat pushed me
A
into the
rabbit?
lava, and then
A rabbit just killed me!
a fire bat pushed me into the lava, and then it swam down in the lava and kept pushing me down.
That's so mean. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's toxic. Like,
It was
Bro,
like
that's
literally Asher Portal
toxic.
2.
Alright, so since we're building into sky limit, we need to get up there somehow. So we're going to use an elevator from the elevator mod, or the open blocks mod. So we need an ender pearl and 8 wool. Do I have wool? Hey yo, anyone got wool?
Yeah, I got a ton.
Can I make a purchase of 16 wool?
Yeah, you'll have to look through my entire chest, though.
That's fine. My chests are about as messy as they could be at this point in time, so. Where are my ender pearls? Oh no, they did not get blown up, did they? My ender pearls are just gone. 5 diamond bounty to whoever can find them. I found them. The second I say something.
5 diamond bounty. I paid myself.
And I have arrived. Oh, I see you've dug a hole in the mountain.
Oh, you want to go check that out?
No, I want my wool. I thought you said you had a lot. Where's your hemp farm?
By hemp farm, you mean 2 whole plants that is currently producing hemp for
2
us.
whole plants.
Yeah, he really hyped that one up.
Okay, I gotta go find a sheep so I can shear some sheep. Never know when you're gonna need to shear some sheep. I have a compressed sheep! Thank you, compressed sheep. Please do not leave the bounds of the, thingy. Alright, we're making it light blue, fellas. After I found my little mixing bowl after 7 years of searching. Alright, make the elevator. Bam! So now the way that you do this, you place this somewhere, and then you place another one vertical of it, and it'll just teleport you straight up there. So let's just go put this somewhere, and grab a bunch of blocks, and then build up, and then we'll vein mine the blocks, and then we'll not have to worry about it. Let's put it right over here. This is a good place. And then we'll build up a cobblestone. And we made it, and I almost fell off there, and that looks to be... I don't know what that is, but hey, the vines are almost grown down there, so we can almost go there. Anyways, I'm going to go down by like 5 blocks. Place the elevator. We're going to place a small platform up here. Actually, we can't do that because it's just going to get vein mined, so let's just break this. We're going to crouch over the edge, hold the vein mine button. It doesn't go down that far. We're going to take some serious fall damage. Alright, so now that we've actually made it all the way down here, we just go up to here and we hit space. We are back up at build height. And shift to go back down. There we go. All right. Let me grab some blocks that don't look terrible. Probably just going to end up using like some cherry wood or something. I don't really know. We'll just grab something and we'll go up there, build a nice little platform, and then we can start work on our machine. All right, I found some light blue concrete, and now we are up here. Torches down. Let's get this going. So we got 2 windmills. Let's place them over here. This isn't high enough. I have to break this entire thing and do it again. All right, this may end in my death. We're going to try to jump off, look up, place a block, switch to the Enigmatic, and then warp home. Wait, no, I can just do the little... that. Oh my god, I'm actually stupid. Okay, is this big enough to place windmills? It is. I literally needed one. I was off by a block, dude. All right. Windmill. Windmill. Look at all this. 360 RF per tick. Purification chamber goes first. Energy smelter is going to go right here. This is the last one, and this is where everything ends up. And then this... we need to configure to items, input. So then we need an enrichment chamber. This needs to be output right here. And this needs to be input. And then the crusher, which needs to be output, input. And then the purification chamber, same thing. Ooh, except this, we need to have our extra. Yeah, the extra, which is the electrolytic separator, which then we need to run a power cable like this. And then the infinite water source can go here. Yep, we need to flip this around. Okay, oxygen goes in there. Dump the excess hydrogen. Oh, we need to put power upgrades on all these. Okay. So I think this should just be working now. All right, so now theoretically, if we set this to output, if I put a piece of osmium in here, it's getting purified, gets turned into osmium. It is not outputting. Turn on auto eject maybe? Yep, there it goes. Okay, so we need to turn on auto eject on all of these, and the crusher is currently working right now. Okay, turn it into the dirty osmium, which then gets turned into the normal osmium dust, right? Yep, which then gets energy smelted and then put into here. Oh my god, this is amazing. All right, so we place a hopper here. Now I think I'm just going to have a hopper because this is a tripler, right? So 5 stacks of ore goes into 15 ingots. This is going to overflow real quickly. So let's just, osmium goes in, ingots come out, and we'll check back in a long time because this is going to take a long time. So now we can go work on actually building the factory.
Did I have just a chunk of uranium-238 in my chest?
What?
I'm sure it's fine.
Decoration time is starting now. We are going to grab a bunch of this clay that I mined, and we're going to make a bunch of bricks are going to be like the kind of decorations. So now I'm thinking, since we've got 2 blocks of space in between the windows, I'm going to kind of do like a little pillar, maybe like here, and then maybe I can use chisel to make quarter blocks to go up a couple more, and we can use those as like kind of, you know, some depth to it. I think the roof is fine. We definitely need something right there, and I might even move this over by a block because it is definitely not symmetrical right now. I'm not really sure about that. I think I'm actually going to leave it. I'll make up my mind later. Okay, anyway, but yeah, we're going to do the decorations with that brick. I might add maybe something on top of the windows, although I think it might be fine. Maybe something under it too. I'm not really sure, but we're going to definitely do the brick outlines. We'll go from there. Let's make the brick outlines and then go from there. I'm going to go with arrayed bricks. I think that would look the best. These arrayed bricks are not it. Never mind. What if I just use the normal default bricks? They are retextured for some reason, but you know what? I actually kind of like that. All right, so now things are going to get a little interesting because I'm going to get my diamond bit saw half again, and then half again. So now we have 1/8 of a block. How do I recombine these? Can I recombine these? I think I need a bit storage. How does this work? Oh, I did not want that. You know what? I think there's only one solution to this problem. All right, well, that entire problem is now fixed, and I'm never going to touch that again unless I want to make like 4th blocks. How does that look? That looks really nice. That adds a lot of detail. Extremely annoying to build, but we are going to do this for basically every single like in between windows, minus these 2. We might have to do something different because there's a door here and this is like a 3x3. So maybe we'll leave these 2 bare or we'll do something else. This is the most painful thing I think I've ever built. Okay, It looks really nice, but it's so annoying.
Hey, Firefly, you want to be Phineas Gage?
No.
I don't get the Phineas Gage reference, by the way.
He was the guy who was working on the Transcontinental Railroad and then got a railroad spike, like, impaled straight into his skull and lived.
Whoa, look, a shooting star, guys!
I wonder if they have anything to do with astral sorcery. There's no way there were 5 creepers over here. Are you serious? Decoration is done. Next up, we need to upgrade this factory for the final time, or maybe the second to final time. All right. So since we've got the factory now, you know, decorated, let's go check our ore processing. Okay, we're at 13, 64, 1. Okay, so I just had a thought, right? Since this is 1 to 3, these need to be faster than this one, right? So if we go take a look at the speed of these machines here, right? This one, I think I have some speed upgrades in here. 4 speed upgrades gives you a 3.16 times effect. So if I just make 12 speed upgrades, I think that would be enough. Let me check. For a 12. Yeah, so if I just made 4, then that would be enough that everything would be working at perfect efficiency. So why don't we just do that real quick, because I don't think they're actually that expensive. No, they're not. Okay, it's just osmium, dust glass, and enriched alloy. I only need 12. That's not too bad. I'm going to check the ratios on this. Let's see. Purification goes 1 to 3. This gets converted with a speed of 3.16. So this should get done with a little bit of time to spare before the next batch comes in. That's exactly what happened. Okay, perfect. Optimal efficiency acquired. So I was just trying to figure out, well, which wires I should use when I'm going to wire up the entire inside of my Immersive Engineering factory. These wires and generators make redstone flux, aka RF. So I really didn't need to make those mechanism windmills. I could have just used these generators, but it's too late now. But anyway, we're just going to use high voltage because I don't really think there's a downside, minus maybe like power loss. But like at the point that I'm going to be making a whole bunch of these generators, I don't really think it matters that much. All right, well anyway, the plan is going to be, we are just going to have a big power generator over here. Probably going to end up using thermo-electric generators, mostly because they're the other power sources, like the water wheel, these aren't very efficient. The diesel generator takes a lot of stuff, and then there's something about a boiler, but it looks like you need a lot of machinery for that. Maybe eventually I'll replace those towers up there with like an actual cooling tower. But for now, let's just make like a thermoelectric generator setup right here. Somehow figure out how to connect all of those together. And then we'll run high voltage capacitors and wires throughout the ceiling, which then we can run down into the machines that we're working on. You know what, let's just make 16 high voltage capacitors. That's going to be a little expensive, but I think it would be worth it because we could also just make a railgun then. So we need 16 high voltage capacitors and we need a whole bunch of those wires. So it's crafting time. This is going to be rough. I'm getting really sick of making treated planks. 16 LV capacitors. MV capacitor. Bam. 16 of them. Which now means we're on to high voltage. We need a steel blend. A good thing I smashed up a stack of coke powder and we're going to make a bunch of steel in the arc furnace. And now we need lead. So we have to go stand up there and watch lead smelt. You know what? Why don't I just go like stand and just like look in the chest while it gets in there? That'd be pretty funny. Alright, I think this is enough lead.
Also, Marshall, if I ever detect that I'm missing any amount of cheese, your ass is grass.
That just motivates me to like steal cheese as sneakily as I can. Go in your kitchen,
It's a challenge
kitchen,
now.
make cheese to replace the cheese I stole.
Oh my, at that point, just make cheese. Like,
I can make cheese now. I actually have my own.
oh my god.
That's about the principle, Firefly.
I need to get like a rat skin, dude.
Bro, you don't need the skin, you already are one.
Miwinai the Minum.
What?
Someone's gonna have their face ripped off if we start using like, if we don't stop using like, fuck. I'm having my face ripped off.
Well, it sounds like you're not very Illum in the Minum.
Oh no.
Okay, we got our HV capacitors, fellas. 16 of them. That was extremely expensive. Yeah, HV connectors. Yeah, we're going to need all of those. Okay, half a stack. We might need to get more, but for now that'll do. And now we need to get the relays.
Firefly, I fucked up.
How so?
It looks like a dick.
It just has more flavor.
Hey,
It-
oh, hey, yo.
Whoa!
Not what I meant.
Whoa!
Not what I meant. Need to make a mental note not to use that. All right, so since this is taking literally years to get this power generation, let's just like get the actual power setup. So we're gonna make a bunch of thermo-electric generators because I bet that's gonna be the best way to do this. Let's just build like maybe 8 of them, use blazing pyrotheum that we found, and then maybe just mix it with like packed ice or something because I can't get the cryo fluid whatever yet. And then we'll just have 8 of them, we'll connect them all up in power, and then it'll be great.
Guys, I just found a leaderboard, and one of them is deaths per hour.
Deaths per hour? Who's the highest?
I'm on there. I'm on there.
Deaths per hour. Woodstock is the highest. Jumps.
Ooh.
Rolly is first with 51,000. Time played. Rolly has the most time played. I'm very close, though. Woodstock has the most deaths at 37. Mob killed. Rolly is the highest. That's not surprising at all. All right, well, anyways, here's our blazing pyrotheum. So let's shove it all into a bucket. All right, so we're going to put this here. We're also going to need some packed ice. Packed ice is going to be a problem because I don't know how to get that because I don't know of any ice locations and I don't have a silk touch pickaxe. So why don't we do both of those? Hold on, let's read materials in you to figure out how to make this a silk touch pickaxe. Silky jewel? How do you make that?
Yeah.
1 emerald, silky cloth, which is golden string. I don't have a lot of string, so it looks like we are
I
growing
have a hemp farm.
some
I have
hemp.
a hemp farm.
I need hemp, so we're gonna go pay a visit to the local dealer. I mean, the supplier. I mean, the guy who's growing it, Marshall.
The guy who's growing it, my brother.
What?
We're all growing it. We just ain't admitting it.
Wait, that's illegal.
Oh my God, that's a farm and a half. Holy, what is that? Glowstone, and then what are those up there? Hold on.
Rope from rustic.
Oh, that's sick.
It's 3 string to make them.
I mean, this looks pretty good, but it's kind of
I know, right?
a little bit tall, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, it was all open space up there anyway.
That's fair.
Hey, look what's in my hand.
Yes, I've seen your sign. Oh yeah, what the cheese?
Excuse me?
My own cheese.
Okay, Marshall.
What? What do you mean?
Grow up.
Okay, Marshall.
There's no way that he actually managed to steal cheese without you noticing. There's no way.
I haven't stolen any cheese. I have.
Then why was there a cheese stick in my fridge?
Cheese stick?
Wait, you can make cheese
There's
sticks?
No, there was a cheese dick.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, no idea how that got in there.
Silky Jewel. I'm going to throw this on my old osmium pick. And Silk Touch. All right, we got to go find ice now. Marshall, do you have ice near your base? Thermo-electric generators. All right, so now I guess we can actually just get rid of this whole power setup over here and then replace it with the thermo-electric generator. Now I'm going to try to place this so I use the least amount of ice and blazing pyrrolium as possible. So maybe we'll set them up in like 2x2 grids or something. We're going to have to figure this out, so I'll just cut back to when I've got this set up.
Guys, I got a cucumber. You know what that means.
What?
Hey,
What?
yo.
Hey, yo! Quick little side note while I'm building the thermoelectric generator setup. This ore tripler is amazing. All right, so I've got the basic setup going. I also took the liberty of making some copper sheet metal, and it kind of looks like a real multi-block now. It's just for decoration, of course, but now we need to get the liquids in there, so let me put this water in the ground here. I've decided that the blazing pyrrolium is going to go in the inside, so I don't have to use very much. And also, hopefully this way it's not going to light anything on fire. So we just need to put it in on both. That's going to light the top on fire, but that's okay. That's actually intentional because this is going to be filled up with blocks eventually. Okay, there we go. Now we cap this all off. Actually, there's going to be a high voltage wire connector up here on each one of these. The sides here is going to be packed ice, which will then give us a nice temperature differential to make a lot of power. All right, so now we need to go find some packed ice, and then we can move on with this. Nature's compass. We would like to search for Ice Mountain. How far is that? That's way too far away. Okay. Frozen Ocean. There's no frozen oceans in a 10,000 block radius from here. Frozen River. 6,000 blocks away. Oh my God. Ice Spikes. 6,000 blocks. You know what? I'm just gonna go over to Marshall's house and see if there's ice there.
Or the cyclic solidifier turns stick and I think a bucket of water into ice.
Oh yeah, but how do you make the hydrator? That's the cheapest thing ever. Why don't I just make this? We make an ice. Packed ice. Acquired. So if I put these down, theoretically everything should turn on, everything will be good in the world, and we will be getting power. Now the best way to tell if this is working is to stand on a live wire. Ow! That hurt! Now we should be generating a whole bunch of power. I wonder if the higher power that actually goes in there, the more it's gonna, like, damage me. Nope. But the more knockback you get... Bro, I got launched across the room. Remember, kids, electricity is dangerous.
Oh.
Well, yeah, you did just fly right into a live wire. Well, and there we go. That looks like a pretty solid power generator right there. Even if it is just for decoration. Alright, so now let's wire up the roof. Rewire all these machines, move some machines around. Basically, just make this place nice and spiffy. Oh, that's filling up really quick. Yeah, look at that. It's wiring time. Once I hook this up, it should become a cycle. If something explodes, the video is just going to abruptly end. Oh. Hey, everything worked. Do I need this cycle here? I don't think I do. Let's just remove the cycle. So basically, all the power is just going to build up on this backside here. So all the machines that use the most amount of power will want to put over here. So the arc furnace is going right there. All right, so I think with that, we're all wired up now. Now we just got to move the machines into place and then build the other few that I need. All right, so let's get this arc furnace moved. I'm also going to need to grab my projector and my handbook, so I can actually build this again. Arc furnace is back in business. Now we need to plug it in. I know there are 3 power connectors back here, but I'm just going to use the one because I don't think we're actually going to need the other ones considering I'm running the entire system on high voltage. And now this should be getting power. It's not. Am I stupid? Oh, maybe this battery isn't it? Yeah, the battery doesn't have energy in it, so that's... Right, yeah, the arc furnace meant to go over there, didn't it? Yeah, I'm not very smart. Right there, that's where it's supposed to go. Good grief. Okay, so now we have the arc furnace in the right place. There we go. And now we can actually hook it up to power correctly. And plugged in. This should now have just ample power. It does. Let's put on those graphite rods. And there we go. Let's move the plate press because it was in a very awkward spot. And the plate press is back in business. I should probably plug that in, huh? Yeah, let's actually just get these power things done now here. I probably don't need this blast furnace, but I might as well just keep it for the looks. Okay, blast furnace plugged in and plate press plugged in. And there we go. Squeeze her down. Plug this in.
I saw my water mill spinning and I thought it was Marshall stealing my cheese again.
Bro, he got you with a paranoia. And got that plugged in. None of these are going to have any power, though, because they are further along in the power line. Okay, so I think that's all of my machines nice and moved over. Now we need to get a couple of the other machines. Let me go check which ones I'm going to build real quick. So we are going to make the crusher, the mixer, fermenter, and the refinery. So let's do the crusher first. That is a 5x3. And boom! Hazardous machinery.
Bro's a bit
We got a
hazardous.
crusher. How do you access the inventory? Wait, do I actually have to drop the stuff in there? Well, let's just plug it in and then hope it works. Oh! Oh no. Okay, I jumped in it and I broke my helmet, so it is working. Hold on, let me just like, let me chuck a piece of steel in there and see what happens. Oh! There is no inventory. You just chuck it in the top. That's actually really cool. I'm a fan of this. If we do like this with brick, the items will come out here. We can go pick them up, and then we go up there to the crusher, and it'll actually crush. This is really cool, actually. I'm very happy I built this. All right, next machine, the mixer. And mixer, and this is where you mix stuff, and then it makes fluids. All right, next up is the fermenter. This is another 3x3, and it's not too expensive either. Done. Smack it with a hammer. And we've got ourselves an industrial fermenter. Oh, and this is actually plugged in, so we could totally ferment stuff, although I don't know how this actually works. Is there like a recipes button? Oh yeah, there is. We can make ethanol. We can turn it into biodiesel. Oh, sick. Okay. All right, well, let's build the last machine that we need, and that would be the refinery. Bam. That is now done. We now have a refinery. Oh, wow. Okay, let's plug it in, and then we're done with this. And just like that, we are done. So now this should be powered up. I believe we actually have power over here. We do. And now we have all of the machines that I was wanting to make. We do have enough room over here for a diesel generator if we ever actually end up needing that. But I think for now, we are good to go. And excavator is like a mining machine, so we don't even need to worry about that. Okay, yeah, there we go. This is now, I would say, officially done. There's a couple more things that I might want to do that I might just do in between episodes because it's not really that interesting. You know, reorganize the workbench area over there, you know, move some chests around, make some better storage. And then we need to build the road, but the road will be later. We don't have to deal with that right now. I also need to fix that roof tile. And then maybe, I'm not really sure I'm going to actually end up doing this, but it is on the table for a later date as like a project or something. There is like a steam turbine, whole huge multi-block setup. It's like it's multiple different multi-blocks. I might end up doing that and replacing these coolant towers because these are just for decoration. But I mean, if they had an actual use, that'd be really cool. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we won't. I don't know. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. I think it was a very successful episode. We got a lot done. And I do have 2 HV capacitors left over. So I think next episode we're going to go ahead and get started on building a certain weapon and then acquiring a hang glider. Anyways, stay tuned for that. Goodbye.